welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl. Today I'm here to share with you my July book haul part 2. I don't know. I really am gonna be good in August, I promise, because I'm sure you're like totally hating all of these freaking book hauls, especially since I did a July book haul and a YA swap and like all kinds of crazy things. So if it's really bugging you, let me know. But I have gathered 32 more books, and that's just way too many to carry into August because it's July 31st. So I was not gonna like tack these on to my August book haul. I did go a little bit crazy just because, again, some of these I found for like a quarter, and we're like due for an unhaul at the end of the year. So anyway, without further ado, I'm gonna get into these. I'll go into descriptions about the ones I know, I will guess about the other ones, and we're just gonna have a grand old time. Also, if you're not familiar with my hauls, I get almost all my books for 25 cents to $3. That's how I'm able to have so many and to do multiple book hauls. And I usually donate them back or trade them if I don't read them, or if I read them and don't like them, so I don't necessarily keep all of the books that I'm getting. And sometimes I'll buy paperbacks and then swap them out for hardbacks in the future and blah blah blah. But that's how I'm able to have so many books at such a great deal, and I support my local library a lot by buying things there as well. Okay, so let's get going. Okay, so these I actually found today, which is what prompted this book haul. So I got 4 books by Ellen Hopkins. I got Burned, Followed, Impulse, and Perfect. I have Tricks or Tricked already. Originally I had hauled a couple of these last year and decided to unhaul them, but then people were telling me that they're really good, that Ellen is one of their favorite authors, and she's kind of like underrated on BookTube. So they're kind of interesting. I don't know what the series is called or what it's about or anything, but they're told like in poem form or in like some kind of different format. So even though these books look super thick, they're apparently super easy to get through and worth the read. So we're gonna try it. Then I found a mass market paperback edition of Sorcery and Cecilia, or the Enchanted Chocolate Pot. I hate the mass market paperbacks. They're so annoying to read. But I have not found this anywhere, and it's supposed to be really good. It's like in all the lists, like if you like Harry Potter, read this. And it's about 2 girls, and I think they're witches or magical or something fantastic, and fall's coming up, so I hope to add this to my TBR. Then I found a super beat up copy of First Life by Jenna Showalter. This one, it's like really, I don't know, dirty and wrinkly and gross, but I really want to read this one. It's like kind of futuristic. I don't think it's dystopian, but it's like in the future where like your first life is like your trial run, and then your next life is your real life, and so our lead character in this is kind of caught between both worlds. I'm not entirely sure if that's accurate or not. That was like the brief description I got, but we are gonna see. I got The Vampire Diaries: Return of Shadow Souls. This is the only Vampire Diaries book that I have. I'm gonna start collecting these if I can find them like really cheap. This one I got for like a quarter because I love the TV show, and I know they're really different, but I kind of want to give it a try since I adore the TV show so much. And again, I got it such a good deal that I'm gonna add it. I got 2 Cirque du Freak books. The Vampire's Assistant and Trials of Death by Darren Shan, something like that. Hardback Hoarder is doing a marathon readathon of these guys. She said they're one of her favorite series of all time. It's like a middle grade vampire circus type series. Sounds really cool, even though the covers are terrible. But I'm gonna join in with her, at least read a couple of them this fall. I have no idea what, oh, it says book 2 and book 5. That's good. I'll definitely get to book 2 this fall. I can't decide if I want to read or listen to them, but I picked them up anyway. Then I'm kind of regretting this one because I don't know anything about it other than the cover is beautiful, and I was like reading piratey things, and it has a big ship on it, and it's called The Anvil of the World, and it's just, I think it's like about a company that controls time travel or something like that. So it does sound really cool. I haven't heard anything about it. Have you guys heard about it? This is by Cage Baker. Then I found An Arc of Incarnate by Jodi Meadows. Yay! This is one I've been like wanting to read for a long time. I don't prefer to read it as an arc, but I guess that's what's happening because I can only find Asunder in hardback. And this is one I hope to get to like in the next like 6 months because it's totally awesome sounding. It's about like being reincarnated, but like in a fantasy type setting. Finally found a copy of Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. So now I'm only missing Crescendo to complete my set, even though, again, I haven't read it. Angel series, kind of similar to Fallen by Lauren Kate, which I enjoyed. Enjoyed it enough to like want to read some more Angel books to see how I feel. Randomly picked up The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. Really popular nonfiction book about like making the most of your time and like working for yourself and living your dream life and your dream job and all that stuff. I haven't read a nonfiction book in a while and I got it like on a really good deal, so I thought I'd start with this guy. Picked up The Eye of the Minds by James Dashner. This is part of his like Rule of Thought series or something like that, or that's the name of the first book. I really enjoy his writing style based on The Maze Runner, but I didn't really enjoy the outcome of The Maze Runner, so I was interested to read his next series. Okay, then I picked up Fated by Alison Noel. I don't know what it's about, I just know that it's popular, and now I have it. Picked up Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. Again, don't know what it's about. Spooky kind of horror type read, not my typical thing, but I think like this one and like maybe Night Film are going to be like drawing me out of my comfort zone this fall, but let me know what you guys think. Picked up The Sugar Queen by Sarah Addison Allen. This one is the author of The Garden Spells, which was one of my mom's all-time favorite books that I was supposed to read this spring, and I didn't yet, but this one is kind of cool. It's about a girl that's like really obsessed with like sweets and things. Then she finds a local waitress in her closet that's partially her nemesis and partially her fairy godmother. I don't know if it's like magical realism or like straight fantasy, but it sounds awesome and it has such a pretty cover. I got an autographed copy of Unclaimed by Laura Wetzel. I don't know. I just thought the cover was really cool. I'm pretty sure it's about angels or something, but I'm saying that because there's feathers. Picked up the first book in the Vampire Kisses series by Ellen Schreiber because one of the girls that I traded with recommended that I read it. She told me to read this in Vampire Academy, and I already own most of the Vampire Academy, so I thought I would pick up this one to figure out if I really like vampire books. I unhauled this last year, but I got this beautiful version of The Cuckoo's Calling by Galbraith, which is J.K. Rowling, and I do want to read this eventually. I unhauled it last year when we were moving, but I really like this cover like a lot more. I think this is the UK cover, which is kind of cool. So yeah, a couple of contemporary books. I got What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick, and That Summer from Sarah Dessen, and What Happened to Goodbye from Sarah Dessen. Haven't read anything from these authors, adding to my collection. I picked up Vampirates: The Tide of Terror, Book 2. I've been seeing this Vampirates book around. It's kind of like a middle grade series, I think, for a while, and it's like, I'm assuming vampires and pirates, and this looks like Peter Pan and Wendy, and it's got kind of a Peter and the Starcatchers vibe, and I'm really into pirates right now, and I'm getting ready to be into vampires / spooky reads for the fall, so I went ahead and got one. Continuing my collection, I picked up 2 Artemis Fowl books. This is Artemis Fowl: The Time Paradox, and this is the Atlantis Complex, which I think is a sub-series or like a connected series to these, by Ian Colfer. Picked up Magonia by Maria Devana Headley. I am so pumped. This is the one I think I'm the most excited about from this haul. I have been looking for this one, physically looking for it for a long time. It's about a girl that is born with some kind of disease or ailment, and she winds up going to a magical land and finding all these cool things out about herself. It has mixed reviews, but it just sounds really like whimsical and magical to me, so. Then I picked up The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton, another adult novel. This one I think is about a guy that makes little dolls, also magical realism, historical fiction. Again, just heard rave reviews about it, saw it, and bought it. And lastly, I got 2 more for my Newbery Award collection, and I got the one and only Ivan. This is so cute. It's about a gorilla, and there's a little elephant, and it's so cute. And then I got The Princess Academy by Shannon Hale, which I'm really excited about. I will put the link to my Newbery Awards Bookish Goal video down below if it is up. It might not be up yet, but if it isn't, it's coming up soon. I have goal to read all the Newbery Award books sometime in my life. It's a middle grade honorary award, and I'm slowly like collecting them all so that I can get through them. Okay, we did it. That's all. Thank you for watching this whole video if you hung in there. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books down below in the comments, if you enjoyed them, if you want to read them, if you want to know more about them. I will try and put links to all of them down below so you can just add them to your Goodreads. And other than that, I'll see you next time on The Bright Side. Bye!